great poets from around Cape Town showcased and celebrated with the Belhar Library Book Club. Poet Nashville Blow says young people need to understand a true writer is always doubtful of the quality of his work.
I have this strong belief that a true writer is always doubtful of his work. So if you really want to know if you are a good writer, is when you are actually making a change and people find hope through your poetry, and they actually you highlight what they are going through. So the opinions of people really judge the words of the writer. This is my poetry anthology. It's called Ek was gebore daar. So there are English and Afrikaans poems in here. So basically, I speak about family history. Some of the poems are a dedication to some of my ancestors, but it's applicable to so many stories here in Cape Town. And also, I write some poems on social issues, poverty and crime and gangsterism and unemployment that our people have to face daily. So I address these issues in the book as well through the poems.
Well-known writer and poet Diana Ferris says young people should not get into poetry if their aim is to get rich.
Yeah, my very first kind of advice that I would give is to don't try to get rich. Don't try to become famous. First, understand why you want to write. You want to write because you have so many words within inside of yourself, so many messages that you want to get out. Find your voice. Find what your passion is. Find, the real you. And then start writing. Write, but remember also that you have it inside of you, but there are external factors. All right, and so you must go read, you must go visit the library, you must be knowledgeable about what you write, and attend workshops, read other writers, try to read with other poets, and as I said before, get your own voice. Don't try and mimic other poets. Don't try and steal from other poets, because there's so much in you. There's so much new still to come, although there's so much that came already. But don't be scared of that, because you can bring more. Understand your role as a poet. Your role as a poet is not to brag. It's to be humble and to touch. To want to touch others. It's about language and the way that you can use language. The way you can use language to move into people's hearts, to get empathy from the audience, to give empathy to the audience, because the story that you perform or read there are many people waiting for that story. Then I come back to the purpose of my writing is to heal myself and also to heal others, to carry a message. So that draws me to poetry, to give out a message, to know that it is needed. My words are also needed.
The Library Book Club chose these authors as guests whose books they have read this year. For Our City News, Busiswa Mahonono, Belhar.